What's up, Doc?
You!
Him! Her!
It's definitely in keeping with the spirit of what Looney Tunes are all about.
Oh, woohoo! Yuck, yuck! And then bam, wham, blam!
They were always the edgiest.
Who has dynamite?
Throw it out the window!
It'll send the wrong message to children.
It's gonna be fun for adults and kids.
Welcome to my world.
It's the stuff of my childhood.
Everything is huge and wild. It's like being in a cartoon.
Looney Tunes is what you like. You get a lot of Looney Tunes in this movie.
So did you miss me?
Just tune in, you'll see. Ooh.
I sincerely feel proud to be in a film alongside Bugs Bunny and Daffy. It seems almost funny and a tiny bit absurd, which is okay.
Our latest research shows that Bugs Bunny is a core asset throughout the known universe.
I've always loved Looney Tunes. Daffy and Bugs and Elmer. There were three guys I really wanted to work with.
Well, as it turns out, I'm secretly evil.
They're as entertaining for me today as they were then. I'm still pretty much on the same brain level as I was back then, too.
Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
What I loved about them is they were so rebellious and poignant and feisty.
Don't touch anything.
Shh! I'm about to defy you.
What distinguishes the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes is that they took more chances with the characters.
First they told me to lose the stutter. Now they told me I'm not funny. It's a pain in the butt being politically correct. You're telling me.
And this is good.
Kids love it.
They always were in tune with, pardon the pun,
Oh, pain. Oh, agony.
in tune with what was going on in the day. They very often lampooned their own movie stars. I was offered a part to play Brendan Fraser's stuntman.
Did you see those mummy movies? I'm in them more than Brendan Fraser is. One day he decides to say, no, the Bren Master does all his own stunts.
We know who Bugs is, we know who Daffy is. Now how do we fit them into a modern setting?
About the cross-dressing thing, in the past, funny, today, disturbing.
Lady, if you don't find a rabbit with lipstick amusing, you and I have nothing to say to each other.
What's fun about the stories of Bugs and Daffy are who they are. They are movie stars currently working at Warner Brothers under contract.
I don't see how we can have a Bugs Bunny movie without Bugs Bunny.
Heavens, no. You couldn't have a movie without Bugs Bunny, the fall of Western civilization.
It's a weird relationship because Bugs is cool and he's funny and he knows it. And Daffy wants to be funny and he can't be unless he's with Bugs, and he hates that he has to be with Bugs.
Moviegoers these days demand action heroes like me. Ha! Oh! He! Wah! Oh! Ya! Ya! Ay! Wah! Cop that rabbit.
Bugs is the man.
What a maroon.
I heard I was going to be working with Bugs Bunny, and I was like,
He always seemed very debonair and classy and charming.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Daffy, on the other hand, has a lot of problems.
What's up, Duck? Don't you start with me.
He throws fits that are missing logic, and sometimes it's a little annoying.
Where is my humongous rock?
Daffy Duck is the classic sidekick.
Very, very funny, Duck.
Daffy Duck is and always will be Bugs Bunny's second.
I'm afraid the brothers Warner must choose between a handsome matinee idol or this miscreant perpetrator of low burlesque.
Whichever one's not the duck.
My character's a Warner Brothers studio executive that is going to make a feature film with Bugs Bunny. And I'm forced to fire Daffy Duck.
Hey, that's the stuff from my office.
You don't have an office.
Symbolically, this is bad. Please, brother, other brother, I see she-wolf. Help me, please.
Let me escort you out. Never intended to fire him, but I'm have to. My bosses said I did.
About that duck, you want me to get rid of him?
What are you waiting for? Backup?
I play DJ. He's a stuntman who's moonlighting as a security guard.
That's not right. Cut.
It's his job to throw Daffy Duck off the lot. He does so rather unsuccessfully, and the two of them wind up getting fired.
Hey, what do you know? I found Nemo.
My character is very serious and is lacking a sense of humor. I was brought in to leverage your synergy, and I am not going to let you or some wacky duck.
Daffy.
Doesn't matter.
Well, these matter. And this. And they say we get Daffy back. Right, boys?
I have to get Daffy back. Except he's off with Brendan Fraser's character in God knows where.
You live with Daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I've hit rock bottom. Oh, my grease and gravy. Your dad's Damian Drake.
I'm a movie actor and a spy, so there's some kind of echo or reverberation there in my own history.
Ingenious. An actor who plays a super spy as a cover for being a super spy playing an actor.
His role was basically to be the most serious character in the movie. And by being serious, he's hilarious.
I've done this as my son will scuttle your diabolical plans and save the world.
You're awfully spunky for a man in your position. How do you like that, Mr. Slap yourself in your own face? Give him a good zetz every once in a while.
It's the story of my character, the chairman, and how he almost takes over the world.
We go on this madcap chase around the world to try and sort of stay one step ahead of the Acme Corporation.
Acme is the company that makes all the products in the Roadrunner cartoons, which always go wrong. They're like the world's worst, most evil company.
Don't blame the equipment. The equipment is good. It's Acme equipment. You're a coyote. Be wily.
Steve is, I think, a genius.
Steve came up with this character who I think is the human embodiment of a cartoon character in and of itself.
Print!
I just had this vision. As I read him, I had this little vision pop into my head of what he would look like.
I know I'm hot.
When he's on camera, it's watching a person almost like as if they're painting, they're doing sketches.
Just go take a shower and don't come back till you smell better.
It's just always best to just keep the camera packed full of as much film as you can.
And be careful, there's some men moving a safe out there, and I don't want you to... I suppose I should mention the plate glass window. It's tough being the boss.
Meanwhile, Bugs realizes that he can't go on with his movie career unless he gets Daffy back. So he goes off chasing Daffy.
If I know Daffy, he's already hit the road by now.
It's a road picture. And in the great tradition of being a road picture, they arrive at different locations, and you want to populate that location with interesting characters.
They encounter Dusty Tales at Yosemite Sam's casino.
She's a dancer, a singer, and a spy.
These evil forces, they're bad people.
Relax, sister. I don't know the meaning of the word fear.
Say your prayers, dude!
Fear, noun, a state of terror. And then they made their heroic escape.
Yosemite Sam's chasing Daffy, and of course, you know, if he wants the car that's gonna catch Daffy, better get in the best car and the fastest car.
I'm a commandeering this here clown car.
And then Yosemite Sam crashes my car too. You know, I don't even get to drive my car in the movie, so oh well. Maybe next time.
So, this is Area 51, right?
No, Area 51 is actually a paranoid fantasy we concocted to hide the true identity of this facility.
Which is?
Area 52.
Joan Cusack is amazing.
You didn't like that?
I like it.
She's perfectly cast.
My character makes sure that they're well equipped to battle the evil forces.
Looks like an ordinary cell phone. Tip calculator, Game Boy.
Game Boy?
High-powered laser.
Joe Dante has incorporated so many historical, crazy aliens in this.
This is the sequence where the geeks are gonna go, yay!
When we're in Paris, we're being very slick and sly.
Well, this is surreal.
Think we should go back and help him?
Nah, Elmer never gets bugs. It's a formula. It works. But then Goldberg comes as the bad guy and takes me hostage. Which is very funny because he's so strong. And he was being so gentle with me.
I do the dirty work.
that the cartoon guys can't handle.
Bill, he's got a cinder block for a head. I was meant to punch him, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. It would take 4. He's going, Brendan, just hit me. I'm going, I can't punch. He's going, seriously, dude, it's what I do for a living. All right. It hurt my hand, and it seriously hurt my hand. And I looked at him, and he had not flinched.
When you're in a Looney world, a Looney Tune world, logic is threatened a lot because it's Looney Tunes. You know, you can have a duck get squashed and then he just reforms himself.
Hey!
There's really no rules.
Out of gas.
It doesn't work like that.
A movie like this gave me a chance to really indulge this behavior that used to get me thrown out of the classroom.
Do it again!
Brendan Fraser is a consummate comedian.
He's able to take, there's nothing attacking him, and you feel, oh my God, he's being attacked. What's happening to him now?
I'm gonna come up on you!
Physical comedy is one of my favorite things to do, and I love doing it. I could do it all day long.
This is a girl who is A, really pretty, B, really pretty, C, talented, D, really pretty. Wow. But really very, very funny.
I am aware of that, yes.
I know I'm in really good hands with Joe Dante.
I was a cartoon junkie from the time I was a little kid. I just couldn't not do it.
I think he might be a cartoon character. I'm halfway expecting Joe Dante to pull the zipper on his forehead and then like this little cartoon genius to pop out. The film has a nod and a wink towards itself.
Hello, my Warner Brothers stock. I got an inside tip that Bugs Bunny's about to die.
There are gags hidden away for people who get them.
We cannot have 9-year-olds working in sweatshops making Acme sneakers. Not when 3-year-olds work for so much less.
But, sir, they require naps.
Put double espresso in their sippy cups.
And if little kids don't get those gags, it's okay, there's something else going on. Somebody's being hit over the head with a mallet or something.
Hard, sir. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me, Fred Nabbit.
Just good-spirited, good fun.
He's the hero.
This is just the coolest.
A kid could watch it, and the parents could watch it.
I think when you go to the movies, you should learn something.
I find that very exciting.
It's a wrap.
That's all, folks. You can get very angry sometimes. Pardon. I didn't do my voice. What's this? Enough. This doesn't work. Where's the writer?
Greetings, all you people out there in DVD watching land. Warner Brothers has asked me, the star of Looney Tunes Back in Action, to take you on a little behind-the-scenes peek at the movie. That's me there at the center of all the other Looney Tunes. I'm on there too, you know. Really? I don't see ya. Just pull back a little. You want to stand here and admire yourself, or can we get on with it? I'm good. Let's just get on with the show, shall we? The back lot is where all the magic happens. Well, Mr. Know-It-All, what's the first thing you need to make a movie? A script? Actors? A great director like Joe Dante?
Action!
Oh, pain. Oh, agony. Fuck up. Tell us, Joe. Tell the folks at home how wonderful I am to work with.
Well, it was, sometimes it was difficult. I mean, look, there's only one director on the picture, and it shouldn't be a duck. I know you want to be a filmmaker, but, I think you really have to sort of have a coherent thought process first.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, at least Steve Martin seemed to have a good time working with him.
Steve was very good with Daffy, though, and I think it's because Steve has worked with other unbalanced people in his career.
Unbalanced? Despicable. Who needs directors anyway when you've got lavish sets? For this scene, we went all the way to Africa, where our location scouts discovered a remote jungle with naturally occurrent giant monkey heads. Those are really hard to find in the wild like that. Daffy, we didn't go to Africa. Speak for yourself, Rabbit. Maybe they only had the money for the big stars to go to Africa, so they just sent me. Hey, I think I see our set designer, Bill Brzezinski. He'll give us the inside scoop. Tell our viewers and the Rabbit where we are right now, Bill.
You're backstage right now at Monkey Island, and as you can see, it's all white because this is the styrofoam walls. The entire set is carved out of foam rubber. But when we go on the other side, it's transformed into the Monkey Island jungle set.
Africa, huh, Mr. Know-It-All? Come to think of it, my car ride was awful short. Here's the monkey face that shoots Daffy full of darts. And here's the giant rock that crushes him. And that was no stunt duck. Let's move on, shall we? I'll bet our viewers would love to take an all-access tour of the lot. Follow me, everybody! Excuse me, which way to the Area 52 set? Everybody's a comedian. Ah, here we are. Hiya, Bill. You again. What you got for us here?
This is where we do our alien autopsies, but we don't really do much of an autopsy. We're mostly into, like, tickling the aliens and see what makes them laugh.
Stop, my sides are splitting. So now that we've had a chance to look at a couple of the sets from our movie, let's take a look at the fascinating world of movie props. Props are anything that the actors handle in a movie, besides the other actors.
You notice on the tables here, all these strange gadgets, technology that we've taken from all the aliens in the universe. This is our alien testing room where we test the weapons we get for them. We're not really into harming them. We just want to, like, learn how they make things.
Bill, that was both informative and just a little kooky.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of props, I got one. Remember this scene? Right, boys? Obviously a foam rubber fake. This time, you're right. The real one's still on Hollywood Boulevard. Where's yours again? Oh, brother. Look, Dave, it's Transportation Coordinator Randy White. He was in charge of getting all the vehicles for the movie. So, Randy, tell us about the spy car. It's an English model called a TVR, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a great car. The car goes 200 miles per hour. It's got a straight six 4-liter engine. Puts out about 390 horsepower. It sells for about $100,000.
They spent $100,000 on a lousy car? Ha! I can't get them to give me my own share. Actually, Daff, they bought more than one. Ain't that right, Randy?
We have a total of 5 cars. We have some rigged that when they go into the spy mode, that the rockets come out and exotic things happen. It has wings, it flies.
Let's see here. 5 cars times $100,000 apiece. That's ridiculous! Hey, Daffy, you said you wanted a spy car. Maybe you can get a gremlin. How about it, Randy?
Oh, the gremlins. We love our gremlins. We have 6 1974 gremlins. It was fun finding them and trying to make them all run again. Each one has a different function. We have one that just falls apart. When you touch it, everything falls off.
Now that's an interesting feature. Well, now, who's that handsome devil?
Did you hear a duck?
Just introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm Eric Goldberg. I'm the animation director of the film, and it's my job to make you guys look good. To create the animation, we actually had a crew of about 50 animators, and we had a huge number of people doing cleanup drawings, doing ink and paint, doing compositing, doing lighting, art directing, layouts. I mean, it was a crew that was as large as any live-action crew.
Now tell the people at home what it's really like to work with Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck could probably be on a psychologist's couch for about, 20 years and still not get all of his issues out.
Oh, yeah, buddy? Well, if you talk to one of my shrinks, they'd tell you just how wrong you are.
Daffy, keep the bill closed, okay? People are concentrating.
To heck with these crew members. The real power behind this movie is its stars. Like my old pal Brendan Fraser. At least he liked to work with me. Actually, Daft, that's not what he told me when I talked to him earlier.
He was never on time, and when he did show up, he was demanding. To tell you the truth, he was really kind of hard to work with.
Yeah, but the movie turned out great, so you must have found a way to work with Daffy, right?
Once you get your hand around his skinny little neck, then you can pretty much get him to do what you need to do. As long as you keep him at arm's length like that. But you just can't get him to shut up, because when you squeeze his bill, then on the side of his mouth.
Who needs an overgrown star like him anyway? Jenna and I don't, that's for sure. Jenna and you? That's right, Rabbit. Even if the clods and imbeciles who made this movie can't appreciate my true genius, at least my sweet, sweet Jenna can. Oh, geez, Daffy. Don't tell me you got another crush on an actress again. Actually, she's got a crush on me, Rabbit. If you just open your eyes to how the girl talks to me, you'd see it. Let's go find her and I'll prove it to you. Oh, brother, this I gotta see. There she is. Jenna, my sweet. Jenna, my lovely. Jenna, my...
Get out of here.
But...
Get out of here.
But Jenna, I sounds like love to me.
Sorry, I tried to kick him off.
She's kidding. That Jenna's a riot.
This is getting embarrassing.
Let's just go, Daffy.
How do you think Bugs feels about it?
Bugs will back me up all the way. Ain't that right, Rabbit? Speaking of backup, here comes some now.
Yeah, I got him. Come on.
Unhand me, sir. You let me go this instant. Don't you know who I am? I'm an international movie star. Don't you know what you... I gotta say, Daffy, you're always good for an entrance, but you really gotta work on your exits. Woohoo! You can't get rid of me that easy. Excuse me, megastar coming through. Out of the way.
If you look to your left, you'll see Daffy Duck being forcibly removed from the line.
Is Jenna coming too? I'm sure she'll be along any minute now. I'll be back. I feel like this just about wraps things up.
Ready, and action.
Welcome to a little piece I like to call Bang, Crash, Boom. The trickiest part of an action movie like this is the special effects. That's the stuff the movie people do to make things that didn't really happen look like they really did. Brilliant. I can see this is gonna be informative. The trickiest part of making a movie like this is where you and I come in, the animation process. When they shoot a scene with cartoon characters in it, they really can't afford to have us there until everything else is right. Remember this scene? Oh, that's a good one. Yes, it's always high comedy when the duck loses an eyeball or two. Nevertheless, since stars of my magnitude and the rabbits are expensive, the studios film the scenes with the human actors first, 'cause they're cheaper. But the actors have to pretend we're there, like this. Those aren't my real eyeballs. And one of the things that makes it easier for Jenna and all the actors to pretend is our very talented puppeteer, Bruce Lanoil.
Having these guys on set, having these rudimentary but effective, thank you, puppets.
I think he just called you rude, Bugs.
It's a different look in the eye, you know, there's something there, there's something to play off of, and it shows in the performance. Once we do a pass with these guys, they know exactly where the puppets are in space. Brendan and Jenna are brilliant at that.
The next step is to shoot a scene with the puppets so the actors know where we'll be when the animators draw us in later. Then the puppets get out of the way and the actors do it without us, but with our voices.
Morning, Mr. Bunny.
That's some grip, lady. Hey, that guy sounds just like me. Almost. It's uncanny. Despicable. Next. Okay, let's explain how they do something like the water tower scene. You mean this? Simple. They find an aging water tower at a movie studio somewhere, paint the Warner Brothers logo on it, and drive a Batmobile or two into it until it falls over. Isn't it obvious? Actually, Daffy, stuff like the water tower sequence is done by our visual effects crew. Oh, there's visual effects supervisor Chris Watts. What's up, Watts?
We have a 5th scale miniature here of the water tower. It's about 25 feet tall, and it'll be filled up with water, and when the moment comes, we'll pull a few cables and the thing will come tumbling down.
Wow. You guys better get this right the first time, because you sure can't do it twice. So, Chris, how'd you get this whole process started?
We started out by making some pre-visualization that is basically like almost like a cartoon of what's going to happen during this scene. We mess around with that for a while until we get it in a place where everybody likes it, and then once we have it where we like it, we go ahead and shoot the real thing.
Let's cut to the action. One last suggestion, Chris. Since you got an extra water tower and all, wouldn't it be funnier next time if it fell on the duck?
I don't actually hate that at all.
You know, all the visual effects in this movie aren't as complicated as that water tower deal, but they all have to be figured out before they get filmed. How would you guess they did that bit where Brendan and Jenna jumped off the Eiffel Tower? I happen to know that was done with puppets.
Merci. Merci.
Actually, that was stunt people. Remember the gag when you went butt first into the fire extinguisher and it exploded? Certainly, that was all done by computer. Wrong again, Daffy. That was done the old-fashioned way, with a little know-how and a giant garbage bag full of foam. On sale, 2 for the price of 1 at Foam Depot. And you remember when you got shot through the door at the casino? You know how they made that hole in the door? I happen to know they drew that in afterwards. You're 0 for 3. The special effects people have to build and practice everything you see in the movie that's not exactly what it appears to be. From water pouring down to water splashing up. Whenever something's supposed to break in the movie, the special effects guys have to break it first. Let's move on. All right, Daffy, let's look at a different kind of animation that was also used in the picture. First they practiced, and then they did the whole thing in front of a blue screen where the characters would be drawn in later. Kind of seems like cheating when you do it that way. I mean, where's the puppets? At the same time we're filming the scenes for the live-action part of the movie, the animators are hard at work, drawing and designing their piece of the puzzle. Ooh, I love puzzles. Is there a prize? It's not that kind of puzzle, Daff. For example, here's how a scene looks when they shoot it. Right, I mean left. What is this, mime school? Where's me? Then they add a rough black and white pose drawing to blocking the attitudes and positions. I thought I looked a little underdone there. Then they do all the animation drawings, clean it up, color it, light it, and hi presto, we're in the flesh. And all it took was 6 years and 1 million artists for 3 seconds of film. Not quite, but you get the idea. Not only do the live actors in a scene have to react to the cartoons, but the props and set dressings are affected as well. Even something as simple as holding a menu and moving a drink umbrella has to be rehearsed. Here's what the rough animation looks like over the scene. But when they shot it, Matthew Lillard had to pretend he was talking to Shaggy and Scooby.
If you like goof on me in the sequel, I'm coming after you.
Yeah, and I'll give you a Scooby snack. Just like Jenna had to pretend she was talking to me.
I'm trying to be nice, but I was brought in to leverage your synergy, and
I know how she feels. I have to pretend to pay attention to you every day. Well, viewers, that wraps up our little special effects tour. I hope the information I've given you, most of which was wrong, film snob, I hope it has been informative and entertaining. Infotaining, if you will. But before you go, there's one more special effect I'd like to show you. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Despicable. One of my favorite parts of a DVD is the part where you get to see all the best scenes in the movie that weren't in the movie. This is that part. The first thing that changed was the beginning of the picture. Like a lot of the deleted scenes, this part wasn't even completely animated before they changed it. I always thought you were a couple of pencil strokes short, Dave. Just watch the scene.
Back up.
Be very, very quiet. I'm on a wireless rampage.
I thought it was good to see Elmer stretch as an actor.
Oh, look! Up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, he's a bird.
Wash! Destroy!
Even though they didn't use this scene, I still got to keep the cape. You wear that a lot, do you?
Uh-oh.
Heroic Duck saves the day. Why on earth wouldn't you use this scene?
Hold on.
Yes, but I'm just starting.
Just a minute there.
Brother Warner, did I mention there's a love story?
You killed Elmer. You can't kill Elmer.
Oh, he comes back from the dead later. Horribly scarred and even more insane. Kids love it.
I don't want to play a crazy clown. I'm afraid of clowns.
Why'd they leave that out again? 'Cause you made one of the most beloved Looney Tunes characters look like a psychotic monster? What's your point? Besides cutting your psycho fantasy sequence, they also cut a lot of the romance between Kate and DJ. Like this scene. Why? Little kids need time to go to the bathroom in these pictures, you know. He likes long walks on the beach.
He made that up.
And she has a weakness for unemployed guys. And he has a weakness for being unemployed. Oh, could it be love? And that's not even the mushiest. Sheesh.
So, Dad, this is Kate. We haven't kissed yet or anything. We don't really get along, and we have virtually nothing in common.
I think this could be the one.
Well, that was sickening. It gets worse.
That's what I do.
You do.
Now that's disgusting.
Okay.
Hey, the movie's called Back in Action, not Back in Love. Speaking of action, they had so much good stuff from Area 52, they couldn't use it all.
Emergency shutdown activated. Force barrier seal in 10 minutes.
Ma, what do we do now?
For God's sakes! Get out!
Or if you have one of these, I would suggest you use it.
Where do we get one?
They're in the...
You want a piece of me? Your mother was a garbage disposal. Gardeners would have loved this part. Always change your wiper blades every 10,000 miles. That's using your brain. Okay, boys, I want a fair fight, a clean fight, no flaming below the belt, and may the best piece of tin win. Feeding time. So many weirdo space aliens, so little time. Another scene that didn't make the picture happened while DJ was trying to keep Mr. Smith from kidnapping Kate. No paperweights were harmed in the making of this picture, folks. Personally, I would have thrown the snow globes. That's gotta sting a little. Say goodnight, DJ. Unlike some rabbits I know, Jenna Elfman is actually very funny. And her character, Kate, was a lot wackier before they took these scenes out of the movie.
I have a sense of humor.
Oh, please.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Impatient cow.
Impatient?
Moo! Oh, come on, that was funny.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing so hard.
Oh, super advanced species, my butt. Oh, honey, do you go out with that face? Now let's see what we can do with all this bushy bush. That was fun.
She's right. That was fun. This is not what a director means when he says that's a wrap.
How can I be expected to run a multi-international evil corporation with such incompetence?
Is that a rhetorical question? Oh, goody. You forgot to press your buzzer.
Folks, keep your executives fresh as the day they were fired with new Execu-Rap. I love this theme. They couldn't have cut one of your themes to keep this in.
But that was a highlight.
You know, Daffy, originally the movie had a whole different ending. In this other version, DJ has just turned his dad into a monkey to help him escape from Mr. Smith.
Run, Dad, run, 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 run! That way, go, go!
Now capture that monkey and throw him into the lava. And if you can't throw him into the lava, throw someone into the... throw him into the lava. I want to use that lava. I hate to see good lava go to waste. We're standing here in all this heat, and no one's being thrown into the lava. Not one person. Name one.
Go easy there, Tiny. Hey, don't make me hurt you, man. I don't want it. I'm gonna...
It's mine, it's mine! Oh.
At last, the blue monkey belongs to...
me! Once again, Daffy Duck has... he painted himself into a corner. Well then, taste the power of the monkey! You know, Bugs, that's a good look for you, but it's a better look for her.
Well, hello.
Oops. Well, my aim's a little off. How does the thing work, anyway? It's the factory whistle wristwatch, available wherever fine timepieces are sold.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I've got to have an 8-hour turnaround between shifts.
You can't do that.
Take it up with the Teamsters.
I told you that guy could talk.
Now give me the diamond. Oh, go ahead, zap me. I'm descended from a long line of evil geniuses. You'll just succeed in making me smarter. And besides... Which of your little friends do you want him to eat first? Go ahead.
You got me.
Oh. Well, that broke my heart a little bit.
Why, DJ? Why?
I've enjoyed many of your films. Now, give me the diamond.
All right, go ahead, take it. Oh, Mr. Chairman, do you know what birds are descended from?
Of course I do. I was educated in many of the finest schools in all of Europe. Birds, my friend, are descended from... the dinosaurs.
You're a very bad man.
That's all, folks.
So, there you have it, the parts of the movie that weren't in the movie. Except that they were in the movie. But now they're not in it. Get it? Uh-huh. So, are the limos waiting? Can we get out of this sweatbox? Actually, Daff, there were a couple more scenes with you in them that I thought the viewers might like to see. Of me? Well, all right, if you must. No problem. They were some of my favorite scenes. So let's do lunch. I'm banned at the following restaurants. Spagos, Musos, der Wiener Schnitzel. Wait up! I have special needs. A row of sinister, stony faces. Reminds me of my last audition.
Oops.
How do you feel?
Not bad. Gauntlet of death. I hadn't noticed that. Hey, what do you know? I'm too short. Coming through!
No, don't do that.
You're enjoying this part, aren't you? In a wide, yes. Yikes! I gotta tell you, those things left a mark. That reminds me, I still need to make dinner reservations. Got any suggestions? I'm not hungry. What do you know? A Daffy Do. Nobody takes a deadly blow more hilariously than Daffy Duck. Thanks, pal. Hey, let's play him again. Maybe we should look at him in slow motion. You're despicable. Ain't I a stinker?